So when we were talking about diagnostic settings, we were also talking about alerts and metrics as being sort of cousins of that. If you go into a resource group, you can see down in the monitoring section, we've got our diagnostic settings, which we already went into, but alerts and metrics are immediately next to it. So let's go into the alerts. Now, I have not configured any alert rules, okay? This alert rules are going to allow me to get notified when certain things happen within this resource group. So I can say new alert rule and select the target that you wish to monitor. So I've only got the one subscription, okay? And I can say I want to monitor apps. Let's look at app services. And we can see here that I've got multiple app services on my account. I'll just monitor the first web app that I know exists. So I'm gonna monitor this web app. Now the criteria that I want to alert is, let's say that I want to know when the web app is stopped. Okay, so we're going to look at web app stoppage. I want basically all alerts based on stop web app. Now going into that's the condition. So the alert will fire whenever stop web app is initiated against this AZ-SJG first web app. Okay. Now I need to define what is this alert. The alert itself is going to end up being a resource that's going to be stored in this resource group. So this is a first alert, or web app stopped alert. Something happened that stopped this web app. Again, this thing becomes an object that gets stored on, and we're going to see it in the resource group. Now, what is going to happen when the web app is stopped? So now I can basically say I want something to happen, and I'm going to say email admins. Okay. Pay as you go. It's going to create a new resource group for these alerts, and basically I'm going to say email admins, and it's going to be an email function, and I'm going to say email Azure Manager role owners. Okay, so that's what I want to happen when my web app is stopped for whatever reason. Now it's going to go off and create these things before I can save it. Say select email admins, check, add. All right, so this is a very simple alert condition, but you can sort of see how powerful it is to be able to do it across my entire account, across a particular resource group, or only on specific resources. If you want to track certain events, whether you want to fire off a webhook or to have an SMS message or to be emailed or just etc. So we're going to refresh that. I have no alerts. I do have my alert rule that I've just created. Now, you live on the edge here, right? So I'm going to go into my first web app. And so really I'm expecting that when I stop this, that this will set me an alert. Now there was that message saying it takes up to 5 minutes for the rules to be created. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to try this in 5 minutes. All right, so let's go into our web app, and I'm going to hit stop, and we're going to hopefully be alerted of this. So we can see that the web app stopped. And if I go up to the resource group level and we go into activity log, we can see that the alert was activated, that the web app was stopped, and this caused an alert to go off. If I go into the alerts monitoring, I can see that there has been an alert that fired. If I look down here to Sev4 alerts, and the fact that the web app was stopped, don't know why it fired twice, but basically this is the alert that I wanted to happen, which is that the web app has been stopped. Okay, so we can basically configure alerts based on any activities that we want to be notified of.